Welcome. Today, we will explore the art of meaningful communication and connection. We're diving into a crucial topic of active listening, especially the importance of resisting the urge to fix. I'm Shirley Fawar, and this is Encouragement on Fire. Welcome to the space. So often in our conversations, especially when someone shares their struggles, their disappointments, our immediate instinct is simply to solve the problem. But today, I want to challenge that notion. Listening does not equate to solving. No. Allow me to provide a theoretical example. There is an actual theory that emphasizes the importance of not fixing people's problems. I know. It allows them to grow and to develop all on their own. It's often related to the humanistic psychology and, more specifically, concepts within Pearson centered therapy. It's developed by Carl Rogers. This approach, often referred to as holding space, focuses on providing an empathetic and non judgmental space where individuals can explore their feelings and thoughts, facilitating personal growth and self discovery. Let's think about the importance of not fixing others' problems. When we hear someone express their feelings of frustration, our brains immediately go into overdrive and high gear. We want to solve the problem, we want to provide advice. This is especially true for my Holland Code individuals with the letter S, social. You know who you are. When our intentions are often noble, and they are, this impulse can advertently shut down the very person we're trying to help. And truly, I know that isn't your intention. Imagine opening up to a friend, and instead of receiving empathy, you get a list of solutions. How does that make you feel? Quick advice can often feel dismissive. Instead of engaging in a meaningful conversation, it can turn into a one sided transaction. One place I have felt true listening is when I talk to my certified counselor or career counselor. There's no judgment, there's only guidance. When we give advice without permission, we might think we're being helpful, but we might just be steering the conversation away from what's important, the person's feelings. Often people just want to be heard. Think about when it was happening to you. You just wanted to be heard. This brings me to my next point, holding space for people's processing. What does that mean? Well, supporting space is creating a supportive environment where the person feels safe to share their thoughts, their emotions. It's an invitation to feel heard without the pressure of having to fix anything immediately. The key word is immediately. There are two examples that I would love to share with you today in the Holy Bible that helps us to reflect on resisting the urge to fix it. I always believe that foundation in the Bible has a way of giving us a different perspective. So, example number one, I would draw to Moses and Jethro. It is in the book of Exodus 18:13-27. In this passage, Moses is overwhelmed with demands of leading the Israelites and judging their disputes. His father in law, Jethro, comes to visit and observes Moses from a distance all throughout the day. As Moses attends to the needs of the people. Well, instead of jumping in to fix Moses' problem right away, Jethro listens and assesses the situation first. How many mother-in-laws, father-in-laws sit back and first assess? Now, example number two. Think about the story of Job in the Bible. In Job, in chapter 2, verses 11-13, we see that Job's friends come to see him after he experiences tremendous loss. They sat in silence with him for several days. I believe it was about 7. And they said nothing. They didn't rush in with advice or solutions. They simply held space for his grief. This is a powerful example of active listening. You know, in that moment of stillness, Job's friends allowed Job to process his pain. Do we do that? And often we need that same space in our own lives. We need the freedom to emote and to explore our feelings without the looming presence of someone wanting to fix us. You know, the story goes on in Job and his friends. His friends begin to provide opinions and advice. And sometimes it's okay to not be the solution provider. If you're a friend, be a friend. If you're their professional, be their professional. Now let's talk about encouragement versus correction. It can be tempting when someone shares a problem and to immediately point out what they might be doing wrong or how they can do better. How many of us have done that? However, instead of correcting, what if we encouraged? This is encouragement on fire. Yes, you are in this space. So do you know that encouragement builds others up and it creates a safe atmosphere for honest discussion? That's what we're having each time we meet every week. You know, encouragement shows that we believe in others' ability to navigate their situation. Instead of pushing them towards a solution, which we love to do, we empower them to find their own. This is where true listening comes into play. In psychology, this concept of scaffolding can be applied where support is offered to learners in a way that promotes independence rather than providing solutions directly. Hmm. To put this into practice, you know I was going there. I want to challenge you with a simple exercise this week or the next. In your next conversation, I want you to practice active listening. We've been practicing for a while, but this time I want you to choose one conversation, just one, where you commit to only listening. Hmm. To some of you, I just said some bad words because you don't want to do it. But I encourage you. And yes, I want you to avoid offering solutions unless you're specifically asked for that advice. Focus on understanding and supporting rather than fixing. Hmm. As we wrap up today, I want you to remember that the essence of active listening is not just about hearing words, but truly grasping the emotions behind them. Let's strive to be like Job's friends, at least when they sat with him for the 7 days, offering our presence and our support. But let us not jump to fix the issue that could be detrimental for you as their friend or family member or for their own life. Well, thank you for joining me on this episode of Active Listening, resisting the urge to fix it. I hope you feel inspired to practice active listening in your life. So join me next time as we continue to explore the depths of communication and connection. Until then, remember, sometimes, the best thing we can do is just to listen. Well, I am Shirley Farrar, and this has been Encouragement on Fire. I'll talk to you soon.